Football League. Welcome to Seahawks Press Pass. Here's the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll.
What's up?
Pete, if you get Jeremy Lane can come back this week, what will that mean to the nickel beat?
Well, it helps. He's been a regular for us, and he's got a great spirit about him, and we love having him out there, working with everybody. He's got kind of special energy that he brings, which is fun. But he's got to work his way back in. We're really happy with what Marcus has done, and he's filled in great. And so we won't rush him. We'll see how the week goes, and we'll play it by ear. But it's great to have him back out there, and he's a fantastic addition to special teams as well.
Would you look to maybe kind of blend him in so he's not just jumping into that nickel role full time, or he can?
Yeah, I think split
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot with Burley, but what did you really expect when you traded for him, and what did you get versus what you expected?
We hoped that he could jump in and play right away if called upon. He hadn't had a ton of film, playing inside and all that, but we thought, John really and his guys picked it up, and we thought after looking at him that he might have a special kind of quicks, that he does. And he's done great. He's done well. We didn't know what really the depth of his makeup. He's a great worker, he had great attitude, and really, really tough on himself, and pushed himself to learn everything and study. And so that's been a great addition that's helped us, get him out there quickly and do well.
Was that just based on preseason looks? Because I think he was only active for 2 games.
Yeah, we saw we identified him in preseason. That's the bulk of the film we watched.
Depth at cornerbacks was kind of an issue early in the season. Now that you're getting close to getting these guys back, and you have some guys that have kind of played heavily, how comfortable do you feel with that?
We're in much better shape. Maxi's going to practice maybe later this week, which is he's going to make a bid to see if he can get out too. So it's finally here. We've been waiting for weeks and weeks to get these guys back, and so it's a big boost to us, and it gives us some freedom and some thoughts and things that we can do with matchups and stuff like that. We'll see how it works out, but it's a real positive around here.
The guys on the offensive line still on track to come back, potentially Max and Russell there.
Yes, yeah, they are, and it'll be later in the week before we really tell. But Max is going to miss today. He's got personal issues that he's working on. That Russell will work half of the practice today, and then tomorrow he'll go full, and we'll work him back. But we know Max is ready to go too, so we're really excited to get those guys back.
Is James Carpenter going to be back?
We don't know. I walked off the field with him right now. He's had this exact same injury before. He had it at the end of his senior year, and he knows it well. Been through it, the same ankle, so he knows how to deal with this. So that helps us think that he have a chance anyway. We'll see.
What was the thinking with the addition of Tony Moeaki? What do you hope to get out of him?
Well, he's been a really good football player when he's been healthy, and he was just out there, available, ready to work out, and came off his injury from preseason, and so we really liked his workout, and thought he could help us. We'll find out. We'll throw him right in there, through the week and see where he fits in. We're just trying to compete to get a little bit better, and if he can help us, that would be great.
Will Doug Baldwin play this week?
We'll find out. I don't know. Don't know right now. He says he is. He says he can make it.
Does Brian Walters jump back in as your return?
Brian is available to us right now. We picked him up to get him right back in. He plays the same spots and all of that. That'll help. We can play him in the game. We can play him in the kicking situations as well if we need him.
Given Moeaki's injury history, do you have to use him differently or consider using him differently in the games?
We're just going to start up and see what happens. We're going to find out how he's doing. He's in great shape right now. He had a fantastic workout. We're aware of the background, but we're not going to, project that it's going to happen again. We're going to think the other way.
You face a team that's struggling, like the Giants. What goes into looking at? Do you look back a few weeks ago to when they were playing better? How do you scout an opponent like that?
We take everything. We've looked at, by the end of the week. We'll have seen stuff from last year too. So we're gonna do the same kind of in-depth study that we always do. We've seen them at their best, and we've seen them struggle a little bit, and so we know what they're capable of, and that's always what we're counting on. We're counting on the team that could be at the top of their game. You can't. You make a terrible mistake underestimating Coach Coughlin and what he's able to do with his teams. He's been a world champ for obvious reasons. They've been a terrific factor in their divisions for years. Eli's been a great quarterback. They've got good running backs back there. They've got guys that can make the catches. The way Donnell's playing at tight end, he's had a great start to his career. So, we're not going to miss this in preparation in any way. We know that they can be a really good football team. We're counting on that.
Paul Richardson's role has increased a lot in the last couple of weeks. What have you seen out of him getting more playing?
He's doing everything fine. He's really comfortable playing. It's not too big for him at all. He's made tough catches already. He runs tough with the football. The fact that he's returning kicks, I think, just makes him that much more confident. He's ready to contribute in any way we want. I think the same with Kevin too. I think both those guys are really on it, and we're not hesitating to use those guys at all.
We've seen injuries and inexperience along the line last week. How much did you guys lean on JR anymore because of that?
Well, he's called upon, more so because he's got to help in the communications and all that. He was the only regular in there for a while, close to the left side, so he had to help us. He's done a tremendous job in developing over these few years we've had him. He's really at the top of his game right now. You can just feel it in his play, his consistency. When you count on guys to make big plays, because they've made them before and they continue to do it, you know that they really arrive. And JR's doing that. If you guys could pick him up on his downfield work, the efforts and the finished blocks that he makes on screens, and any kind of time we break something, he's tremendous. And there's nobody doing that any better than him. He's really, really on it right now. So him being in there is a big factor, obviously, for Patrick. And it was a struggle. We struggled at times. We made some mistakes in there, but without JR helping him, we would have made more for sure.
When Seahawks Press Pass continues, we'll hear more from head coach Pete Carroll.
These guys could have easily been starters on this team. They could have played as starters on this team. They're that good.
Seahawks Press Pass is presented by Verizon. Stream more live games than ever before with NFL Mobile, exclusively from Verizon.